Namaskara. This is a video on the ending neuter gender vibhakti practice in Kannada. Just like what we did with ending masculine and feminine, here in neuter gender, we'll pick up neuter gender nouns which are ending, and then we will do a vibhakti on them for all 7 vibhaktis, and we'll put them in sentences for practice. Okay, so here is the declension rule for ending neuter. The declension rule is slightly more complex than masculine and feminine. As you know, masculine declension rule you have to put na, and feminine declension rule you have to put la in between the noun and the vibhakti, right? Whereas for the neuter gender, for the third, fifth, sixth, and seventh vibhakti, you have to put the. Okay, whereas the second vibhakti alone you have to put va. And on the fourth vibhakti, you have to put akke. Okay, so you need to know the vibhakti number, right? Prathama vibhakti is when your noun is used as a subject. Dvitiya vibhakti, second vibhakti is when your noun is used as an object, right? Then subject means I saw the tree. I is a subject, tree is the object. Okay, saw is the action. So that is your. So whenever your a noun is the object of a sentence, then it is Dvitiya Vibhakti. How will you find out whether a noun is an object of a sentence? If an action is being acted upon the noun, then that noun is the object. I saw the tree, right? Seeing action is happening on the tree, right? So tree is the object. Whereas I am doing the seeing, so I am the subject. Okay, subject will always be in first vibhakti. Object will always be in second vibhakti. This basic we need to understand. Okay. Then third vibhakti is what? By, with, through. The book was bought by me, right? That is your third vibhakti. Fourth vibhakti is to. He gave the book to me. That's your fourth vibhakti, to. Fifth vibhakti is from. Opposite of fourth, from. Right? He took the book from me. That's your fifth vibhakti. Sixth vibhakti is possession, right? This is my book. Okay, this is my book. That is your sixth vibhakti. Seventh vibhakti is in the book. What do you see? In locative. So in the book, on the book, at the book, all these are seventh vibhakti. So it should be easy to remember the vibhaktis by their number. Okay. So in neuter gender, third, fifth, sixth, seventh vibhakti, you have to put the marada plus mara plus the plus in the maradinda from the tree. Okay. You have to use verb for dvitiya vibhakti. Maravannu, annu, right? Maravannu. And you have to use akke directly. There is no what you call, there is no declension letter or whatever for the fourth vibhakti. You should straight away say marakke, mara plus akke, marakke, to the tree. Okay, so this is the declension rule. Let's move on. So here the example, first one is mara. Mara means tree. Ee mara ನನ್ನ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ನೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. This tree was planted by my grandmother. Grandmother is ajji. Okay, nettu means to plant. Nettiddu was planted, right, by my grandmother. Nettiddu. Okay, so ಈ ಮರ. Then ಈ ಮರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕಡಿಯಬಾರದು. We should never ever cut this tree. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ, right? ಯಾವತ್ತೂ. ಕಡಿ is to cut. Okay, ಕಡಿಯಬಾರದು means we should not cut. ಈ ಮರವನ್ನು. Okay, ಈ ಮರದಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. We get a lot of help due to this tree. So Tritiya Vibhakti is used for due to also. Okay, because of is also Tritiya. By this tree we get a lot of help, right? That's your Tritiya Vibhakti. So we get a lot of help due to this tree. ಈ ಮರದಿಂದ. Okay, ಈ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಮರ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಇಡೋಣ. Let us name this tree as grandmother tree. So but how is it literally translated? To this tree, ಈ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ, to this tree, ನಾವು, we, ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಮರ, grandmother tree ಅಂತ, like that, ಹೆಸರು, name, ಇಡೋಣ, let us name. So this is how you say it in Kannada. ಈ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ, to this tree, we name to this tree, like that. ಈ ಮರದ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಹಿಯಾಗಿ ಇರತ್ತೆ. The fruits of this tree are very sweet. ಈ ಮರದ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು, ಮರದ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು, ಮರದ ಕೊಂಬು, ಕೊಂಬು means branch. Marada ಕೊಂಬು means the branch of the tree. ಈ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಇವೆ. ಪ್ರಾಣಿ is living things, animals. There are so many living beings in this tree. ಈ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ, in this tree. Actually, it's on this tree, not in this tree. On this tree, there are so many pranigalu, meaning there are so many animals. Okay, next example is Devasthana. Devasthana means temple. ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಾದುದು. That temple is very popular. Okay. Then ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇಡೀ ಭಾರತದಿಂದ ಜನರು ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ. To see that temple, people from all over India come. ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಿಂದ ಆ ಗ್ರಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Due to the temple, that village is benefiting. ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಆಗು means good things are happening to the temple due to the devasthana. So Tritiya Vibhakti is used for due to. Okay, due to, because of is all Tritiya Vibhakti. ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು ತುಂಬಾ ದಾನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ದಾನ means to donate. Dhana is money. So rich people donate a lot of money to that temple. ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಬೀಟೆ ಮರದಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೀಟೆ ಮರ means rosewood. Okay, they have made that temple's door with rosewood. Temple's door, ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಬಾಗಿಲು is door, right? ಬೀಟೆ ಮರದಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. have made, ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರು ಅನ್ನದಾನಂ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್, ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ, ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ, ಸಾವಿರಾರು, thousands of people. So when you want to say tens of, hundreds of, thousands of, right, you have to use this aru as a suffix. Okay, hattaru janaru, hattu means 10. Hattaru janaru bandaru means tens of people came. ನೂರಾರು ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳು ಖರ್ಚೆ ಆಯಿತು. ನೂರಾರು, hundreds of rupees, right? ನೂರಾರು ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳು ಖರ್ಚೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಖರ್ಚೆ means got expended, got spent, right? ಖರ್ಚೆ ಆಯಿತು. hundreds of rupees was spent. ಸಾವಿರಾರು, ಸಾವಿರ means thousands. ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರು, thousands of people, ಅನ್ನದಾನಂ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. They take ಅನ್ನದಾನ, they eat there. Okay, so that's your devasthana. Okay, so the next example is Chinna. Chinna means gold. Okay, ಇದು 24 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಟ್ ಚಿನ್ನ. This is 24 carat gold. 24 is 24. 20 is 20, 4 is 4. But you can always say 24 carat. So ಇದು 24 carat ಚಿನ್ನ. Okay, ಈ ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನು ನಾನು ದುಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಖರೀದಿಸಿದೆ. I bought this gold in Dubai. ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನು, ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Due to this gold, good things will happen to me. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಆಗತ್ತೆ means will happen. Okay, ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದಿಂದ, by this gold. Okay, ಈ ಚಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು 10,000 ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. I gave rupees 10,000. 10,000, 10 is 10. 10,000 ದುಡ್ಡು, ಮಣಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, I gave. ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಆಭರಣಗಳು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ. I am able to make. ಬಲ್ಲೆ means able to. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ means I am able to. ನೀನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ, you are able to. ಅವನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲ, he is able to. ಅವರು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲರು, they are able to. So this balla is a suffix that is used to say I am capable of. Okay, that's what this balla, ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲ. It's always used after the verb, and the verb has to be in infinitive mood. For example, ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, same concept as ಬಹುದು. ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, I have to do. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ means I can do, I am able to do. Okay, so ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಆಭರಣಗಳು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ. I am able to do ornaments. ಆಭರಣಗಳು means ornaments from this ಚಿನ್ನ, from this gold. ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದ ತರ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚು. ತರ means quality. This gold's quality is very high. ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚು means high. ಹೆಚ್ಚು is much, something like much. ಓಕೆ. ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂಡ ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಲಬರಿಕೆ, they will say, or ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ. Kalaberake means adulteration. Okay. Or what you call pollution. ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂಡ, not even a little bit, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂಡ ಕಲಬೆರಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. There is no adulteration in this gold. Next one is Habba. Habba means festival. Ivattu Yugadi Habba. So some people will say Ugadi, some people will say Yugadi. So it depends upon the part of Karnataka. Okay. I hear people saying Ugadi and I hear people saying Yugadi. So I'm using Yugadi here just for easy pronunciation. So Ivattu, today, ಯುಗಾದಿ ಹಬ್ಬ, ಟುಡೇ ಇಸ್ ಯುಗಾದಿ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್. ಈ ಹಬ್ಬವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರೂ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್. ಈ ಹಬ್ಬದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಈ ಹಬ್ಬಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಸ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳು ಹಾಕಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಕಿಕೊಳ್ಳು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ಆನ್. ಓಕೆ, on themselves, right? For this festival they wear new clothes too. This is something similar to wear. Wear, the literal, the exact word for to wear is darisu, right? But it's very formal, so you can say hakikollu. Okay, batte or shirt hakikollu, right? Like that. Okay, ಈ ಹಬ್ಬದಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷ ಶುರು ಆಗತ್ತೆ. A new year starts from this festival date. Okay. ಈ ಹಬ್ಬದ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇವು ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಬೇವು means neem. Bella means jaggery. They mix together and eat that during this festival. It's like a what you call, it's a paddhati. It's a custom for them to do this. They eat neem, a small piece of the neem leaf, and bella. As you know, neem is bitter. The bella, jaggery, is sweet. So it's to indicate that life is a mix of sweetness and bitterness. Okay. ಈ ಹಬ್ಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ನೋಡಿ, ಸಾರಿ, ಈ ಹಬ್ಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಇವೆ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ದರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ, ನಾಟ್ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ, ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳು. ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ information, vishaya, is there. There are many cultural um, information in this festival. Okay. So that was the last example. I hope neuter gender ending neuter gender is clear to you. Of course, the declension is slightly more complicated than masculine and feminine, as you need to deal with different vibhaktis, different suffix in neuter gender. Okay, but as you practice more, it will become natural. Okay, ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.